The world of entertainment has lost yet another shining star. Fans across Italy and beyond are mourning the death of Nadia Cassini, an actress who was once the face of Italian comedy and sensuality in the 1970s and 1980s. She was not just a beautiful actress but a cultural icon whose name became synonymous with Italian cinema's golden era. Cassini passed away on March 18, 2025, at the age of 76 in Reggio Calabria, Italy, after battling a long illness. Her daughter, Cassandra Voyages, shared the heartbreaking news with the world. She wrote an emotional message on social media. "Rest in peace, Mom. The pain and sadness are unbearable. You will forever be in my heart." With this announcement, an entire era of Italian entertainment ended, leaving behind a legacy filled with unforgettable performances, controversies, and a life that was as dramatic as the movies she starred in. But who was Nadia Cassini? What made her such an important figure in Italian cinema? And why did her life take such unexpected turns? Today, we take a deep dive into the life, career, struggles, and legacy of Nadia Cassini. Nadia Cassini was born Gianna Lou Müller on January 2, 1949, in Woodstock, New York, USA. Unlike many of her Italian contemporaries, she was not born in Italy but had European roots. Her father, Harrison Müller Sr., was German-American, while her mother, Patricia, had Italian-American origins. Both her parents were professional dancers and actors, making it clear that Nadia was born into a family of artists. From a young age, she was exposed to the glamour, discipline, and struggles of the entertainment world. By the time she was in her late teens, Cassini had a natural attraction toward performing. She had the beauty, charm, and charisma that made people notice her instantly. But instead of following a conventional path, she chose an unconventional route. Unlike many aspiring actresses who waited for an opportunity, Nadia took matters into her own hands. In her late teens, she traveled across Europe, trying to establish herself in the entertainment industry. She started off as a stripper, performing in various clubs. It wasn't long before her stunning looks and magnetic stage presence caught the attention of movie producers. By the early 1970s, Nadia had started receiving offers for films, and it was clear that she was destined for much bigger things. Her first big break came in 1970 when she landed a role in the movie The Divorce. However, her real breakthrough happened when she was cast as the lead in Piero Vivarelli's film Il Dio Serpente. The film showcased her boldness, sensuality, and screen presence, establishing her as a new rising star in the Italian film industry. The 1970s and 1980s were the golden era of Italian cinema, particularly the commedia sexy all'italiana genre. This was a time when light-hearted, playful, and sometimes provocative comedy films were at their peak. Nadia Cassini became a household name thanks to her roles in several hit movies: L'insegnante balla con tutta la classe, 1979, The Nurse in the Military Madhouse, 1979, La dottoressa ci sta col colonnello, 1980. She often starred alongside Lino Banfi, one of the most well-known Italian comedians of that time. Their on-screen chemistry and hilarious interactions made their movies instant hits. Her beauty, combined with her comedic timing, made her one of the most successful actresses of her time. Unlike many other actresses who were only valued for their looks, Cassini proved that she had both talent and charisma. Her popularity continued to skyrocket, and she became one of the most recognizable faces in the Italian film industry. Nadia Cassini's personal life was as dramatic as her movies. She was involved in several relationships, and her love life often made headlines. She first married journalist Igor Cassini-Loyevsky, from whom she adopted the surname Cassini. However, the marriage did not last long, and they divorced in 1972. After her divorce, she started a relationship with Greek actor Yorgo Voyages. Their romance was intense and passionate, leading to the birth of their daughter, Cassandra Voyages. However, despite the deep bond they shared, their relationship eventually fell apart. Cassini faced many ups and downs in her personal life. She was often the subject of gossip and media scrutiny, especially for her bold personality and unconventional choices. Unlike many actresses of her time, she refused to conform to societal norms. She lived life on her own terms, which sometimes made her a controversial figure in the industry. But behind the glitz and glamour, there was also a woman struggling with emotional pain and betrayal. She went through legal battles, financial troubles, and personal betrayals that left deep scars. However, she never let these challenges break her spirit. Despite reaching the peak of her career in the late 1970s and early 1980s, things started to change in the mid-80s. The Italian film industry was evolving, and the demand for commedia sexy all'italiana movies started to decline. Nadia found fewer roles, and with time, she began to fade from the limelight. By the late 1980s, she had practically disappeared from the industry, leaving many of her fans wondering what happened to her. Some reports suggest that she moved to the United States and tried to revive her career in Hollywood, but she never found the same success. Others claimed that she faced health issues that prevented her from continuing in the film industry. Whatever the reason may have been, one thing was certain. Nadia Cassini was no longer the shining star of Italian cinema. As the years passed, Nadia Cassini became more private, rarely making public appearances. But in recent years, reports started emerging that she was battling a serious illness. Though her family never officially disclosed the exact nature of her illness, it was said that she had been fighting a long-term disease that took a heavy toll on her health. Her daughter, Cassandra Voyagis, was by her side throughout the struggle. She often mentioned in interviews that her mother was a fighter, someone who had faced many challenges in life but never gave up. Sadly, on March 18, 2025, Nadia Cassini's long fight came to an end. She passed away peacefully, surrounded by her loved ones. Though Nadia Cassini is no longer with us, her legacy will live on forever. She was more than just an actress. She was a symbol of an era, a woman who redefined beauty and comedy in Italian cinema. Her performances continue to be celebrated, and her movies are still loved by fans across generations. Many of her fellow actors, fans, and industry experts paid tribute to her after her passing. Italian actor Lino Banfi, her longtime co-star, shared his grief, saying, "She was a unique talent, a beautiful soul, and a dear friend. Italian cinema has lost a true gem." Film critics and historians have also acknowledged her significant contribution to the industry. Despite the controversies, she was an actress who took risks, broke stereotypes, and left a lasting impact. When we look at Nadia Cassini's career, it reminds us of many other actresses who faced similar struggles. Like Marilyn Monroe, she was celebrated for her beauty but often overlooked for her acting talent. Like Brigitte Bardot, she was a sex symbol of her era who later chose a private life away from fame. Like Sophia Loren, she brought a unique charm to the screen that made her unforgettable. But what makes her journey different from others? Why did Nadia Cassini disappear from the limelight while some of her contemporaries continued to thrive? Was it the changing film industry, her personal struggles, or simply fate? This is a question that many fans still debate today. As the news of Nadia Cassini's passing spread, social media was flooded with tributes from fans, celebrities, and film historians. People shared old movie clips, iconic photos, and heartfelt messages, remembering her as a woman who brought joy and laughter to the big screen. Some fans expressed sadness that her later years were spent away from the spotlight, wishing she had received more recognition for her contributions to cinema. Others reflected on how her films had become a part of their childhood and family memories, proving that her impact went beyond just entertainment. One fan wrote, "Nadia Cassini was not just a star. She was a revolution in Italian comedy. Her beauty was mesmerizing, but it was her charm and humor that made her unforgettable. She may be gone, but her laughter will echo forever." Even though Nadia Cassini is no longer with us, her presence remains alive through the art she left behind. Her movies will continue to be watched, her performances will continue to inspire, and her legacy will continue to be celebrated by future generations. She was a woman who defied expectations, took risks, and carved a place for herself in a male-dominated industry. Despite the challenges she faced, she never lost her grace, confidence, and strength. As time passes, the world will remember her not just for her beauty, but for the joy, humor, and unforgettable moments she brought to the screen. Nadia Cassini will always be a legend, a star that will never fade. As we say goodbye to Nadia Cassini, we are left with many emotions: nostalgia for her films, sadness for her passing, and curiosity about what could have been if things had turned out differently for her. But now we ask you, her fans and followers, what is your favorite memory of Nadia Cassini? Do you think she was given the recognition she truly deserved? How do you compare her journey to other legendary actresses? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Though she is no longer with us, her films, her beauty, and her spirit will forever remain alive in the hearts of her fans. Rest in peace, Nadia Cassini. You will never be forgotten.